Hi guys. So this week we have we start the 29th in April. We end 3rd of May. So we have the monthly candle close. The dollar index we are looking to come down in the dollar index, so there is no buy at all. You can see the 7 moving average is below the 21 and the candles are below the 21 moving average, and the price is really far away from the 50 moving average, and when this happens we get a pullback. Also the MACD, you can see this is coming down right here, so we're only looking for a coming down in the dollar index, and this price is overbought. You can see the MACD is really high. Okay, so if you look at the RSI, you're gonna see really overbought. Okay, so there is no buy for the dollar index, and we're not looking to go further in the dollar index. We're only looking to go down. The euro, we expect it to come down. It's coming down. We expect further down. Okay. The pound, we expect the pound to start going up. There's a lot of news in the pound this week. Okay, so we are looking only to buy the pound dollar, and we're looking to sell the pound yen. Franc index, you can see the franc did come down from where we said did come in here. It did come down here. It did have some correction. What could happen is a little bit more correction, but will come down again. Okay, you can see the MACD is up. We expect one further up in the MACD, then coming down. Japanese yen, it did come down all the way here. So this week, watch out, the Bank of Japan will be closed and they have like holidays and stuff. So you may see some volatility because low liquidity. Okay, so you may see some weird actions in the JPY pairs and stuff like that. So don't be exposed too much. And this one here, we may be looking to buy the Australian New Zealand yen, but we will only sell the USD JPY. So some pairs are gonna buy and some pairs are gonna sell. CAD index, we're looking to come down a little bit, then up. Australian is only up. Okay, there's a lot of Chinese data this week, and we expect them to be positive. So the Chinese and the New Zealand indexes are gonna rally a lot. So Australia and New Zealand only a buy. New Zealand also buy. That's a really good buy. Remember I was saying it's gonna go up from here, and we took this sell as like a fake. It was correct. Then we expected this buy to go up. Actually, it did go up a little bit, but it didn't bounce from here. It did come down. Then we expect this to continue up. There's no going down. Okay, so New Zealand will be only a buy for sure. So if you remember, I told you the SPX 500 is gonna make a new high, historic high, and did it happen? So what we expect now? We expect maybe we get a correction, we may continue up. So don't sell. Okay, this is just a scenario, because this will help us to determine if we buy gold or sell gold and stuff like that. But we may get a correction, then we may get up to 3,200. Then at this range we may crash. DAX also, this is not for this analysis is not for a buy or a sell. Is not like for trading. So what could happen? We get a correction down to 1170 and then to the 50 moving average. Then we start going back up again. USD crude, so we'll be ranging between 62 and 67 area. Maybe at worst case scenario 60, but I don't think it's gonna go below 60. Okay, so between 60 to 67, this should be our playing area. So when it come down to 62 or 60, you buy. When it go up to 67, you sell in this range. So you know your boundaries. But the price now is below the 50 and below the 21. But it did find a little bit of support at 62. If you remember from last week, I was saying like wait to buy 62 and stuff like that. So it's coming down here. Gold, and the reason for this, the inventory in the States news was coming high, like 5.5 million barrel, and the forecast was only like 0.9. So, and the US is gonna take the Iranian oil off the market, but Saudis and the Emiratis are going to make up for it. So there is a game here, right? So we're looking to buy at 62 and sell at 67. Gold, so we were expecting the gold to go up. We expect the gold to continue further up, but watch out, like good news about the stocks, about the Chinese-American like trade agreement is going to take the stocks up. Stocks are going up, the gold is going to go down. But here we expect the dollar index to come down this week. then it's gonna send the gold up. And you can see the beginning of the movement of the dollar index coming down, this small area, you can compare it to the gold. It's just like this, it's reverse. So we expect the dollar index to come down, so we expect in the opposite the gold to go up. So now if you bought from this area, so we're looking at 1290 to 1310 in this $20 range. Okay, the first target should be 2091, then 2096, then 1303, 1310, then 1322, just like that. Dollar yen, we have said sell 112. We are looking for like 110.80, then 110.07. JPY, so this is a little bit tough because this is not good to sell here. So wait, if it does rally to 146, sell it. Euro dollar, you can buy this one. However, we expect the euro to go down, but also expect the dollar to come down. So this should send the euro up. Okay, so you can see here this is a lower low, this a buy signal. I don't think the euro dollar is gonna go further down. Even if it does, I don't think it's gonna be much. So you can take a buy from here. And the price is really far away from the 50 moving average. Usually when this happens, it does come back. So I would take a buy for sure from this price right here in the euro dollar. USD franc, so we're looking to sell this price 1.0200. The franc index should have some correction. The dollar is coming down, so this should be a good sell. And you can see the MACD, we're going down here. I love the MACD, you know, always rely on it. So you can see we're going down. So USD CHF, the Switzerland bank, Mr. Jordan, he just said they're gonna keep their negative interest rate. This is good for Switzerland, is good for the economy. So the franc is gonna continue being weak, but the dollar we expect to come down. So this is gonna come down because the dollar is coming down, not because the franc is gonna be strong. Pound dollar, we expect the pound to go up. We expect the pound to go up, so the pound dollar we expect it to go up. The price is above the 21, so in the 4 hour you place the 21 moving average and you buy. But if the price does break this resistance level like 12870 and go down, you should get out of this trade. So buy here, but like 150 200 stop loss if you're into this. But this should be going up. USD CAD, so we expect the oil to go up and we expect the dollar index to come down. So USD CAD should be coming down and should be coming down strongly. Okay, so we said last week sell from here from 1.3490. It did come down, now it's 1.3450. You can sell again. This is really good sell. The 21 is crossing the 50 and the 7 below the 21 and the price is below and the dollar index is overbought and the Canadian is affected by the oil. The oil is gonna go up. Then this dollar index is really good sell. Okay, that's how it works. Australian dollar should be a really good buy. Everybody was very excited about the Australian going really up here. The inflation report came like a record low, so it did send the Australian really deep down. But now the 7 is above the 21. The price is sitting above the 21 moving average. The MACD is giving a really good signal here. I love when I see a really deep price down and the MACD is giving you a signal like that. Even if it does go down, it's not going to be much. So this is a really good price to buy. Even if it does go 100 bips down, you can buy again. Okay, Australian is slow. Okay, Australian is affected by a lot of Chinese data. There is a lot of Chinese data coming this week. We expect most of them to be positive, and the Australian is gonna fly. So now we're 70.30. We're looking at like maybe end this week at 71.30, 71.50. Okay, so we're looking at maybe 120 to 150 bips up this week in the Australian. So this is really good. Okay, watch out. Also, we have the NFB in the dollar in Friday. It depends. Excuse me. If the NFB is negative, then this is gonna shoot up, and the New Zealand dollar as well. Euro yen, if remember this, I have said sell from here. It did come to the exact same location, like almost per bib. So what we expect this week if you want to take some risk, you can buy euro yen. Okay, I expect it to go up to 125. This 125, not 25, 125.70 or so. If you're not comfortable to buy it, you can wait. When it goes up to this level, you start selling again. So for me, I am more confident to sell euro yen than buying it. So that's why I always focus on the sell, not on the buy. However, I have confidence it's gonna go up, but I want to be in the sell side. I don't want to be in the buy side. But you also still can take this buy. Euro New Zealand is just following the line like exactly, you know. The candles are just going against the line I put last week. It's just amazing. New Zealand, so we expect in the New Zealand, Euro New Zealand to go further down because the New Zealand is going to go really up and the Euro is coming down. So this should be a sharp down. There is no buy for Euro New Zealand now at all. You have parabolic 4-hour signal. The MACD is just after long up started coming down. This should continue down, further down. Euro New Zealand is only a sell, and the 21 is just about to cross the 50. The 7 is below the 21. The candles are closing the H4 below the 7 and below the 21 and below the 50. This is really going down. New Zealand dollar, we expect to go up. This is really good buy. USD Turkish lira, this is a really good buy. Okay. I mean sell. You can see the price is just, you know, sitting here, start breaking. This is the first candle below the 21 right here. So guys, you know, give it a shot and take a small lot and just sell it at this price. This nice candle here. So expect to come down to 5.4 or 5.6. This is really good. Australian yen, okay, you can buy this one. I don't really like to buy any JPY pairs, but Australia and New Zealand we're gonna buy this week. Okay, that's why I never put them in my forecast, but this week, because the Chinese data, I forecast them to be positive, and you know, the Bank of Japan is closing, and the Australian I expect to go up, and this is really good price. So we have everything, and the 7 above the 21. The 21 is crossing the 50. The price did come here. We may get another retest of this verified support, then going up. Either way, this is a good buy. New Zealand yen, this is also a good buy. Okay, so we expect this to go further up. You may get a retest of the 50 moving average and may not, but either way, this is a good buy. Okay, that's 12 minutes, guys. Thank you and have a great day.